I'm Samantha Page, and I am the Youth United Chapter President here at Habitat for Humanity of Glynn County, Georgia. I'm 18 years old, and I've been involved with Habitat for the past 5 years. I started working with Habitat because my mom and I became homeless. A trusted family member of ours stole my mother's identity and cleaned out all her bank accounts plus my college savings account. We lived in a camper for about 13 months and then a trailer after that, where there was no there was no air conditioning, heater, insulation, anything like that. The roof and the floor were separated from the walls in some spots, so we had possums and snakes come in the house. One summer it was so hot that because there was no insulation, the metal from the trailer got so hot that it actually burned my hand when I fell. I put my hand on the wall and it burned my hand. I still have second-degree burns on my hand. We got our acceptance letter with Habitat 2 weeks after mine and my mom's birthday, and we started Sweat Equity the next day. Sweat Equity is basically a down payment where you work off your down payment, if that makes sense. You come and you work either in the home store or on the job site, and there's many other things you can do. Let's see. A normal day at Habitat is really no such thing. There's no such thing as a normal day when you work for a nonprofit. You know, you come in and you expect certain things to happen. Sometimes that really doesn't work that way. Like you come in and expect, okay, today we're gonna open the store and nothing's gonna go wrong. No one's gonna call and complain. No one's going to come in and say, I need this stuff picked up today. No, that happens all the time. When you get to the job site, you say, okay, we're gonna get this, this, and this done, and then something happens and you have to do something else entirely. So there's not really a normal day here at Habitat, at any nonprofit really. If you're going to work for a nonprofit or work with one, it's best to have your heart in it. Otherwise, it really doesn't mean anything to you. You've got to really believe in the cause. That's why Habitat's not for everybody. Same thing as the Humane Society may not be for everybody. You have to have your heart in it. It has to be something that speaks to you. I want people to know that poverty housing is real, and it is in your town. There are people you know that live in poverty housing. Like, my friends never knew that I lived in a house that literally could burn you, or that had possums come in, which is not fun. I don't recommend it. They didn't know until we got accepted for a Habitat home. And it was in the newsletter at my church. Then they knew. But when you live in poverty housing, you're embarrassed, you're ashamed. Even if it's not your fault, you are. You shouldn't be, because there's nothing you did wrong. But I want people to know that poverty housing is real, and that people like you and me can help put an end to it. So I hope you find that your heart is with Habitat, and if not, I hope you find a nonprofit that does hold your heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's a touchscreen.
Yeah, it's Molly Brooks' camera. So I guess I need to share with you what I'm doing. I don't know how much I told you. But I'm putting each organization on a different CD. And I'm going to have like footage of the actual place and a lot of interviews. I guess it's kind of going to be more of a movie now than a documentary since I don't want to talk because I'm awkward.